Welcome to the Community Difference, Wylie. Brought to you in part by Master Networks Wylie and powered by The Difference Media, LLC. Today's show is hosted by Tara Padilla with Texan Window Cleaning, co-hosted by Brittany Welch with Boards by B. Jenny Connolley with TC Roofing and Restoration and Solar, and Angela Tucker, Realtor with Coldwell Banker, Apex. The Community Difference Wylie was created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals. So sit back and relax as our host, co-host, and their guests share inspirational stories, experiences, thoughts, and insights about being a professional, along with the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in very special ways. Because the Community Difference Wylie starts now.
Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie. I'm Tara Padilla, owner of Texan Window Cleaning and your host for the day. Welcome to the show. We are so excited for our show today. It is Women's History Month and we have a powerful show full of women today. I've got my usual co-host, Brittany and Jenny. We're going to miss Angela today, but she's having lots of fun for us on a cruise. And we have some amazing guests, Natalie Hill and Christella McIver. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring on Jenny and Brittany and get this show started.
There we are. Hi. Well, hello.
Hey, ladies. I was wondering for a second. I hope I'm still here. Here.
Welcome. Did I freeze again? Where are we? Hello,
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
So great.
Good.
How are you?
I am doing well. It's a little ugly outside today, but that's okay.
I think Tara may be having audio problems.
We've had some beautiful.
Tara, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I can hear.
Tara can't hear us.
Yes, I can. I can hear everyone. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, Lyndon, but yes, I can hear everyone. Sorry, guys. I think we're having some technical issues on the back end. But in any case, well, welcome to the show, ladies. Thank y'all so much for joining me again this Thursday. Jenny and Brittany, I love doing this show with you guys. And so what I'm going to do now is we're just going to introduce you guys and tell the viewers a little bit about y'all. So Jenny, we'll start with you.
Hello, everyone. I am Jenny Connolley, owner of TC Roofing, Restorations, and Solar. And Tara, like you were saying, yes, that weather outside today, it's actually our first call of hail for the season. It's expected tonight, so we'll see. What I do is I help homeowners when these crazy, unpredictable storms happen and help them restore their properties back to the original shape, if not better. So we make that process really streamlined and simple to where all they're doing is just picking out shingles and making it nice and fun.
I love it. Well, I don't love it. I don't love the weather and I don't love the hail, but I love that you can fix the problems for people. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us again today, Jenny. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. And Brittany, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Oh, I'd love to. Well, my name is Brittany Welch. I am the proud owner of Boards by B Charcuterie and More. So we do charcuterie boards for events. We do grazing tables, and think of that as like the Rolls Royce. You walk into an event, I've built it on your island or a table. It's what everyone's talking about. So that's what a grazing table is. And then I also do logo cookies. I've been fortunate to be able to do work for not only TC Roofing, but also for Texan Window Cleaning. So done charcuterie for you guys. I've done both for you, Jenny. So I'm so excited to be able to give back the gift of time, and I just disguise it as cheese and cookies. So
yes.
Proud owner of that. Yes, proud owner of that. I'm also a licensed financial educator and super proud to say I am the lucky person who is the president of our Master Networks Wylie chapter.
Yes, absolutely. And let me tell you guys, I actually got a charcuterie board from Brittany before I even knew who Brittany was. And it was amazing still. And I'll just tell you, she does not use pre-sliced or pre-cut cheese. So
That's a hill
definitely-
I will die on.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm
I
excited
actually
to
went
have
to
you.
a party. I went to a party with Brittany where she did not make the charcuterie platter, and we were like, "This is all pre-cut, no bueno." Like, not what I'm used to having because I order Brittany's platters.
Oh no. It's like when I walk in somewhere and I'm like, we definitely didn't clean these windows because they look awful.
Exactly. Those little small things that you start noticing, when your friends
Yeah.
educate you about why they're in business. It's like things that I never noticed when Jenny taught me how to do breath work. Like, right. I've done her class. I've loved it. Never even really thought about breathing. But then I kind of saw you in your element. Now I'm kind of like, I like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Breathe. It's just those small things you notice. So,
well, I love that you mentioned that too, because Jenny, you talk all the time about TC roofing and restoration because that is your main gig and that's what everyone really knows you for. But recently you are branching out into your own journey of breathworks. Why don't you talk about a little bit about that business for a second?
Thank you. Well, it's a huge passion of mine, and it honestly, like, I have butterflies even talking about it. It's been life-changing for me. Both of my parents passed away instantly, and instead of dealing with that process, I just stopped emotions and went into hustle mode. Breathwork has helped me to release that trauma and to really feel in my body. And the sessions that I teach are profound. They're unlike anything you would really experience just by breathing normally. And afterwards, the effect that people feel is incredible. Like, you literally feel like you just dropped 800 pounds of baggage that you've been holding on that you didn't even realize. And you just feel light and fresh and whole. And it's incredible. I highly recommend it for anyone that's curious.
I love it. And she actually has an event coming up soon that we'll talk about after our commercial break and give you guys an opportunity to join her if breathwork is something that you're interested in or something that you've heard about before and you're just not sure if you want to try it. Jenny is a very trustworthy and gentle soul to work you through that process.
Thank you,
and I love
you.
that you're using that to help people and that you're doing this even though you have a main full-time gig, right? And Brittany, you're doing the same thing. Your main full-time gig is Boards by B Charcuterie, but you also have another part-time, or I say part-time, it's also full-time,
Right.
but what you're known for is Boards by B. So talk to us a little bit about the wealth wave that you do.
Yes. So my background, I was a teacher and softball coach for 12 years and decided to get out of that field. I had Boards by B. It was brand new baby, labor of love, like I like to say, but I knew I wanted something else just to coincide with that business. So I, looked into my own retirement, figured out that I needed some help. So actually got licensed as a financial educator. I teach people how money works. I'm able to help them win the money game. So I'd like to say that I can help you with your cheddar, whether it's on your plate, it's in your wallet, either way. I can help you there. We're a full finance and insurance firm, and I actually have a couple of learning how money works classes coming up that we'll talk about in What's Up, Wylie.
I love that. And Brittany has actually helped me with both aspects of my cheddar. So I appreciate that. And then Jenny, I have not done her breath work yet, but when I decide that I am ready to do that, she is going to be the person that I do that with also. So again, love having you ladies here. I trust both of you to no end and love referring you out to everyone that I know. Not just because you're a part of Master Networks, but because you guys are my friends also. So that being said, we have some awesome guests today, and I'm so excited to bring them on and introduce them. And hey, Paul, thanks for joining and watching us today and having us on. And you guys, if y'all are watching us live, feel free to drop any questions in the chat, and we will try to answer those for you. But now let's bring on our guests for the day.
Awesome.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Hello, ladies. How are y'all doing this morning?
Good. Windy, but good.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And so what we're going to do now is let you, I'm going to have the co-host introduce you both and then tell us a little bit about yourself. And then after that, we'll do a quick commercial break. And when we get back, we'll dig deep into what you guys do. And Jenny, you want to go ahead and start for me?
Yes, my guest is amazing. Her name is Christella, and she's one of those bright souls that as soon as you meet her, you feel like you've known her for years. We've met at many networking events, and she's just has a heart bigger than Texas, and I'm so excited for us to learn more about her. So, Christella, take it away.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored, Jenny, and all of you beautiful ladies to be here together on this amazing morning. I love what you girls do. I was looking over your podcast and I'm like, what? How did I not know about this? I've kind of seen it a couple of times before, but I watched a few of them. And thank you for highlighting community, for highlighting small businesses and mom and pops. I love what you girls do. So you girls make our community great. And I appreciate that. I love Gouda. I love all that you girls do. You're serving in small ways. And that's what our community is built up. It's all of us little tiny people doing our little tiny part to, be good moms, be good parents, be good business owners, and build our community. So I'm honored and just elated to be here with you girls. I am a mother of two. My kids are a little bit older, and I'm the founder of a nonprofit called Support Our Scrubs. I've been helping the medical community and first responders since the start of the pandemic. So, and I also serve here in Allen. I live in Allen. I'm chair of our Convention and Visitor Bureau. I work full time. I sell live chat software. So I do a lot of things, but I'm so happy to be here, and thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
You are a busy woman, and I love it. I love it. And I love the cause, and I love everything you're doing. And I really just cannot wait to hear more about how you got started and how people can work with you. And so thank you again so much for being here today. Brittany, why don't you tell us a little bit about Natalie today?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to have Natalie on. So Natalie is actually somebody I met through Friends of Networking. So from what I can remember, she was starting her permanent jewelry business. She reached out to a couple of friends and was like, I need to get into the networking vibe. And then Hair Society, we had Misty who mentioned my name, was like, you need to meet my friend Brittany. And then Katie, she was actually someone who I went to high school with, and we're in the same area still 25 years later. And she was like, you need to meet my friend Brittany. And so we finally met and we connected pretty instantly. That's one thing that I'm so excited about and passionate about. I'll kind of do this plug. Ashley with Bledsoe Hydro Mulch and Inked Impressions and I were talking earlier. Networking will open more doors than anything else. And that's exactly why Lyndon, our guy in the cloud that you'll hear sometimes, that's why he has this podcast, is just to make connections, to be seen, be heard, be remembered. I know your tagline, Lyndon, don't worry. But networking is 100%. I met, because I've seen Christella at some DPW events as well, but all 4 of you, 5 of you, if you count Lyndon, I met through networking. And so that's how Natalie and I met. And I'm going to throw the floor over to her. After she does her plug, I have to show you guys what I have on my wrist. But Natalie, the floor is yours, babe.
Thanks, Brittany. Yes, I'm the owner of Simply Chosen. Probably more importantly, I'm a mom of 2. I have a 16 and a 13-year-old that keep me busy. But yes, it's classless jewelry is what permanent jewelry is. And so I love being able to help women to feel better and be pretty no matter what they're doing. So, but yes, and then I have on you mentioned Ashley, I have on one of my new shirts that she made me. Impressions, but I have that on today, so I love that. And then Brittany, of course, she's helping me with a few financial things, and so I'm super excited about that. And of course, like she said, she doesn't do anything sliced cheese. Every time I see something with sliced cheese, I think of Brittany. It's hilarious.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, this is not what I'm used to. What is this?
Anyway, I think this is awesome. Thank you so much for having me here, and I can't wait to be a part and learn more.
Absolutely. Hey, Brian, thank you so much for tuning in today. And this is what I love, right? Women supporting women, small businesses supporting small businesses. You're absolutely right. This is exactly what Lyndon had in mind whenever he created this. And so thank you again, ladies, for being on here today. And I'm excited to jump more into that. Let's hit a quick commercial break real quick. And when we get back, we'll talk about what's going on in Wylie.
Awesome.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, Close with Certainty, Brittany Welch with Boards by B. It doesn't get any cheddar than this. Melissa Mancini, owner of Melissa Mancini Photography. Don't let your babies grow up to be JPEGs. Caitlin Fiesel with Elite Diamond Cleaning. Your house is a diamond, let's get it out of the dust. Angela Tucker with Coldwell Banker Apex.
here to help you discover your real estate dreams and build wealth through all stages of life.
And by Tara Padilla with Texan Window Cleaning. Don't let dirty windows be your pane in the glass. The North Texas Community Difference Wylie. Together, we can make the difference.
And now back to the show. What's up, Wylie?
All right. Thank you so much for our sponsors. This show would not be possible without you guys. And so every week we like to highlight and showcase what's going on in Wylie and talk about what's up Wylie. So Brittany, take it away.
Perfect. Well, first and foremost, talking about sponsors, the community show will be giving away tickets for one of our favorite sponsors, the Frisco Fighters Arena Football. Their opening game is March 22nd. So write that down on your calendar. And it says, check with our co-hosts and our hosts and watch the shows to learn how to win. So good luck to everybody out there listening and watching, because that'll be some good tickets to win there.
Yeah.
So lots of things going on. What's up, Wylie, over the rest of March and then into April. I cannot believe that quarter one is almost over. How are we already almost 25% done with the year? But so we'll start here. So I know coming up this Saturday, Natalie with Simply Chosen is going to be partnering up with a bunch of vendors. Leaf Cafe, I think, is in Allen McKinney area. And so if you want to go, let me show you guys. If you want to go and you want to get one of these permanent jewelry bracelets, the really cool thing, like she said, she can personalize them. So I've got a little bee on mine, a diamond, a heart. So that's what you can go get. Necklaces, you know, it's summertime, get you a little anklet. I'm going to pass it over to Christella when I'm done. She's going to tell you about two of her events coming up in March. Something that Ashley with Inked Impressions has partnered up with one of our favorite boutiques in Wylie, Dear Sorella. The solar eclipse, y'all, it's coming on April 8th. It's a big deal. You need to get your t-shirt. So those two ladies, they're doing a collab. Get with Dear Sorella Boutique for some Inked Impression exclusive solar shirts. On the 23rd, our lovely Jenny is hosting a breathwork class over in Prosper. If you haven't experienced it or you're curious, definitely check with Jenny. Jumping back, I said the 322. That's when opening game is for the arena football team. Our Master Networks chapter, we really want to be involved in our community, and we are doing a volunteer event on March 27th, inviting other business owners to come with us. We're going to go volunteer at the retirement home in Murphy, Texas. We've been there a couple times, and we found out that it's actually their Easter Bunny picture day. So you can come hang out with us. We have so much fun. Those people are amazing at, some dominoes and Uno. So you got to bring the game. That is going to be on March 27th. You can get with any of us on this podcast to give you some more details. Then we're going to jump into April. So in Master Networks, we also do a free lunch and learn the second Wednesday of every month. We did not do it this week because of spring break. So our next one will be April 10th. It's going to be at a local place at 11:30 to about 1. It's free for anybody in the public, but come learn from other business owners and make some connections. On April 11th and April 22nd, I will be partnering up with Wylie Nutrition to host a free How Money Works class. You can come, you'll get a free book on How Money Works. We'll talk about a couple things because bottom line, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And as business owners, we all understand that. And money is just a game. So let's come learn how to win at the money game. But also on April 22nd, our very own Jenny has been asked, because she's so amazing, has been asked to speak at one of the Master Networks events. It's called the Real Conference 2024. That's on April 22nd as well. Hearing from Jenny and a lot of other American amazing leaders who are American. But a lot of events. So if you want a recap of any of that, please drop a comment and somebody will see that and we can go over it. Lots of things happening. It's very important that we are involved in our community and we're giving back because we want to keep the money local. We want to keep the support local and we want to keep building those dreams. Although we are small businesses, we are not small people, but we are mighty. We just happen to be local. So that's kind of what's going on with What's Up, Wylie.
Absolutely. And Christella has two amazing events coming up. as well. Christella, you want to tell us about those events?
Yes, absolutely. I would be honored to. So I was recently sworn into the Collin County Marine Corps League as an associate member. And I'm grateful to be in a room with these veterans, these people who helped to build our country and our community and make it what it is today. So just being in the room with these ladies and gentlemen is an honor for me, but I'm helping out with their Marine Corps Ball this year and with Toys for Tots and a lot of things. But I did want to invite anyone in the area who is a veteran or is looking for kind of a community or a family, somewhere to hang out, a way to serve, or if they need help. Every single month on the third Tuesday of every month, we meet at the Harley Davidson on 121 in Allen. And all are welcome. It's at 6:30 p.m. I just wanted to invite people because they do serve the community all year. They recognize Eagle Scouts. They, replace flags. They help each other. So if anyone is looking for a community, please join us. I would love to have you. And the Marines are, all are welcome with open arms. So that's on the 17th, I believe. It's on a Tuesday, the third Tuesday. And then I'm also helping out with it's called the Garland Never Walk Alone Foundation. We are doing a clay shoot to fundraise for their foundation where they serve the police force, their families, help cover sometimes medical bills or mental health challenges that they're struggling with. So that is a clay shoot that we do for them annually. And that is at the Texas Gun Ranch. And so, I help out with a lot of events every single month, every single year, but those are coming up pretty soon. And if anyone loves to do clay shoots, we do teams of 4 and all can come and support. We always have fun raffle items that people donate. And it's for such a great cause. So, all of our community, the Metroplex is big, but it's also small. And like I said, built of all of us that hold each other together and protect each other and step in when others are in need. So
absolutely. I love that. I love that you're so involved. And so thank you for sharing those events. And I think Brittany's got one more event to add.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I know that one of the difference hosts, Paul Fisher, and one of our local amazing realtors, Kay Buxton, they're going to be hosting an event in about a month. So if you're looking for anything in real estate or you want to close with certainty, then Paul is the guy. So watch for details on that in about a month.
Boom. Cool. That sounds fun. And all of this would not be possible without Master Networks, right? That's how a lot of us met. I know Jenny and I knew each other a little bit before this, and Brittany, I got some cheese from you before this, unknowingly, right? Right. But Master Networks is really what brought us together, and Master Networks, Lyndon is a part of Master Networks, and Lyndon created this amazing platform to bring us all together. And so Master Networks in Wylie, we do meet every Thursday at 9 a.m. at the Herman Marshall upstairs. They have an event center upstairs that is for rent as well, if anyone is ever interested. And so thank you, Master Networks, for bringing this group together and allowing this podcast to be possible and for allowing us to have these guests on today. So that being said, what we're going to do now, we'll just take another quick commercial break and give our sponsors some love. And then when we get back, we'll dig into a little bit more about you guys.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
JP Direct Health offers affordable health insurance solutions for individuals, families, and small businesses specializing in custom coverages to fit your needs and budget. JP Direct Health offers comprehensive benefits, including PPO health plans, accident and critical illness coverage, dental and vision, health matching accounts, along with telehealth at no cost per call. Call JP Direct Health today to learn more about how we can help you protect your health and your budget.
Do you want your home or office to sparkle? Then call Elite Diamond Cleaning today. From basic cleaning to deep cleaning, and using only the highest quality cleaning products and equipment, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Our team of experienced cleaners will work quickly and efficiently to clean every nook and cranny, taking care of all the details so you don't have to. With a variety of pricing options to fit any budget, you can be sure that you are getting the best possible price. Call Elite Diamond Cleaning today at 214-300-9876 to schedule a free estimate. Your home and office is a diamond. Let us get it out of the dust.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party. Frisco Fighters, fly with us.
Are you looking to buy a home? The process can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the help of a qualified loan officer like Paul Fisher, you can get the financing you need and get into your dream home. Paul Fisher, a direct local lender with Certainty Home Lending, has many years of experience helping people buy homes. He's knowledgeable, experienced, and he'll work with you to find the best loan for your needs. Contact Paul Fisher today to get started on your home buying journey. He'll help you every step of the way, so you can relax and focus on finding your dream home. Visit www.loansbyfisher.com or call 817-308-7361 to schedule a consultation with Paul. MLS number 2018111. Are you a business owner looking to grow your company? Get fast, easy financing up to $5 million with no minimum FICO score required. Apply in 60 seconds and get funded in 24 hours. Call Jim Thomas at 214-629-7223 to talk to a financing professional today. Your business's future is waiting. So don't delay. Call now and tell him that you saw him on The Difference.
And now back to the show.
Thank you again to our sponsors. This show would not be possible without you guys. If you are interested in a sponsorship spot, please reach out to one of us or to Lyndon, and we'll be happy to get you on the show. And so now let's get to know a little bit more about Natalie and Simply Chosen.
Yes, I can't wait. I've got a couple questions I've been thinking about just because I just want everyone to know Natalie. To know her is to love her. I respect her a whole bunch. Her story, you know, if you know me, you've probably heard me say I like to turn, you know, my mess into my message. And I want everyone else to do that as well. We all have a story that needs to be heard. So first and foremost, first question I have for you, Natalie, is, you know, how did you find yourself here? Simply Chosen, being a business owner. Kind of tell us about that a little bit.
You're wanting me to go deep and really tell it, aren't you?
And I think that's also why you have seen success in a short amount of time. And that's why, you know, people don't buy they don't buy things. They buy from the people. They buy who you are. And I want people to know who you are.
So, well, okay. Well, I'll try to make it as short and simple as possible. So I started this actually about a year ago, but it took me pretty much a year to finally take the courage to jump into it, truthfully, because I've never been one to feel like I could run a business or be an entrepreneur, maybe as you say, and I still don't see myself as that way at all. But I was in HR for about 10 plus years. I was married for 17, and my late husband actually passed away almost 4 years ago. He was a firefighter for a local city, and he had got cancer from his job. And so he was sick for 6 years. And so it was a lot, right? Between taking care of him, still working for time. And then of course our kids were small, of course, that whole time as well. And so long story short, the blessing in it all is God still took care of us. Right. And so there was a lot of things we were able to put in place. And with my HR knowledge and so forth, with life insurance, you know, call Brittany, you know, and a few other things, because, you know, you start to see the writing on the wall. I was able to prepare. And so with him being deemed line of duty of death, we got certain benefits. So I was able to retire not long after he passed away, which sounds crazy. And it still is weird for me to say because I don't feel like I should be. But it was a blessing too, because my kids needed me so much at that time, and to help them kind of get back into, you know, yes, this was our life, this was our journey, but we're still here, and we're still here for a reason, and we need to live, and we need to move forward. Forward, not on, but forward. And so we got them through a lot. they're doing extremely well. And I got to a point of like, I need something to do, you know? And so long story short, I guess this isn't short, is it? So I went to Colorado to visit some dear friends of mine, of ours. They're like family. My friend and I, we took our girls, her 3 girls and mine, and we went and got permanent jewelry. And so we were kind of like, this is something I could do, because it was fun. We got to do it together and it was meaningful. And I still have them on today, 2 years later, of what, with 5 of us did together. And it's just a memory. And so I him and hawed over it for a year, was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, and then last March, I reached out to someone to kind of get some training, got all my licenses and insurance, and bought the welder machine and was practicing, and finally took a big step in and did a public event in May of last year. And so I just love the fact, life gets so busy, and especially for us women, right? I mean, we're CEOs of everything. I talk about needing to change my CEO hat constantly. Of CEO of transportation, CEO of food and beverage, CEO of finance, all these different things. And so when we actually, get a chance to kind of step away and do something for ourselves, I love the fact that people will come and sit down with me and pick jewelry, and whether they come with like their mom or their daughters or their besties, and they'll get like a matching bracelet, and it just makes them happy, and they're giggling and they're joking with each other. And then I kind of get to get in on some of that and talk with them and learn about, their families and so and their kids, and how teenagers drive us crazy. All these different things. And it's just a sweet moment for me, because I know that whether you're going through a hard time in life, or, whether it's just a small chapter, or you just need to get away from changing diapers and screaming kids, like, it's just that moment of having that piece of just that split second, 5 to 10 minutes of getting something on. And then you can always look down at your wrist and always feel like you're still pretty and you're still put together, even though you may have, been working in the yard and sweating or whatever, but you're still pretty. And so I love that is something that can carry on that I can send that on with other women. So yes,
I absolutely love that. I'm telling you guys, to know her is to love her, and to know her story is to love her. But I love how you said, you can always look down and you can remember that moment. So side note, what instantly came to my mind, if you want to get a matching tattoo with someone, but that partner says no, they don't want a tattoo, this could be the next best thing. I don't have kids yet, but I have a niece, getting her birthstone, my mom's birthstone, there's initials, all those things. That's the really cool part. So that kind of leads me into my next question, Natalie, is how are you different? How are you different? Because the permanent jewelry, it kind of came on quick to everybody, and it's the rage. It's still the rage. We were talking about the other day. I feel like it's kind of shifted into more cool additions to it, new charms, things like that. But tell us why you pride yourself so much in your quality of work and products that you put out. Because Natalie's taught me a lot about jewelry since I've been getting my stuff from her. She's helping me get some pieces and explaining why I should go route Y versus Z, and why it'll last longer. And so just your knowledge, like what makes you different, Natalie?
Well, I mean, like I said, it took me a year to finally get the courage to do it. But during, that time, I would research and kind of learn more about what product is best and why some people charges are way up here in the hundreds, and then some, are like way, not way low, but like in the 30s and 40s, lower than what I would price mine. And a lot of it comes down to the product that you're selling, right? And so there's all kinds of different metals, and I only use what would be considered in a bucket of called precious metals, which would be your sterling silvers, your solid gold, or your gold filled. Those are going to be your 3 top that are best to use for permanent jewelry. There is stainless steel, and stainless steel is a great product. It's strong, it's durable, but it can be too strong to use it as a permanent. You don't want to have it necessarily welded on, just because if it does to get caught on something, it may not break off, which could cause an injury or something like that. And it's definitely not something you want to do. Whereas the other metals, they're great. They're durable, but yet they're designed to hold like a 10 to 12 pound worth of resistance, like any other thing you would buy at, say, a jeweler company. So that way it would break if necessary. But I'd take training from my vendors. I have researched and ordered from some of the top wholesale jewelers in the country that, like Azales or somebody else, would order from. That way it's good quality items. And so, but then, just the fact that I am single woman owned, it's just me. I'm not a multi-level marketing company like some, so I get to choose what I want to sell. I get to choose my price marks. And I'm not one that I'm not in it to make the money. Does that make sense? I'm in it to provide the service, help these women have a little special treat for themselves and have that special moment with their besties or their kids, their daughters, like I said earlier. So, because that's what it's about. I remember when I was going through everything with my late husband, I'm thinking, I wish there was just something I could just get away and do for just a minute, just to have a break, whether it be just something for me or somebody else. And so this is one of those things that I think can be done.
I have a question for you. This is so fascinating. I've seen the pop-ups that the permanent jewelry, especially with Brittany, with her vendors.
Yes.
Do you have a storefront, or is this something that you go to? Do you set an appointment? How do you set this up?
So I don't have a storefront. I know I get asked that a lot. I wish I had a spot that I could go to, that I could say that I was at for, once a week, twice a week to take appointments. And I did do that for a while last summer getting started. I was able to do that at Herman Marshall during the summer, which was wonderful. Mm-hmm. But I work out of my home basically. And then I have these pop-up events, or I do private parties, which are always fun. But yeah, different boutiques, whether it be a hair salon, a coffee shop. I've been at Pure Barre multiple times. But yeah, it's more of a pop-up type event. And I do have a website and Instagram. And so all of my events are posted on there as well.
I just missed your Pure Barre one. I'm a Pure Barre girl too. I knew that I was out of town when you were just recently there.
Yes.
So the best way to book is through Facebook, and it just set up an individual appointment.
Yes, you can do it that way, or just pop up to one of the events. I have been known to do a few things through my house, but I'm going to be honest, I'm real selective on that because it's my house. So, and who I can't just let anyone randomly come to my house. I just can't do that. So
Understandable.
I have one more quick question, Natalie. If someone they love the idea, they want to design their own bracelet or their own necklace, but maybe they're not sold on the permanent part. Do you do non-permanent stuff? Do you allow them to have the option to put a clasp? Can you kind of explain that?
Yes, I definitely have clasps. So absolutely, because there's a lot of different reasons why sometimes people cannot do that, whether it be a medical reason, the job they work in, or a sport that they play for some of the girls. So I always have clasps available in the same metals of my chain. So that way they can still have the experience of picking the chain, picking a personalized charm, and then putting a clasp on it for them to wear 100%.
So fun.
So when you say permanent, is it really permanent? And are there some that last for only a certain time? Or, is this really a forever thing?
So in theory, yes, right? Permanent means it's claspless. It is not permanently attached or welded to your skin. I get asked, is it gonna hurt? And I'm like, oh no, that's not my business. Like, I am not in the business. I do not do tattoos. But it's a jump ring, and it's welded together with a little spark of my little welder. There's a leather patch that goes between the skin and where I weld it together. So there's no feeling whatsoever at all. And so, but yes, if it has to be taken off, you can always, take it off at the jump ring with a pair of clippers or scissors. But it can last as long as you want it to. And with the upkeep of the metals, sterling silver will naturally kind of polish itself with the friction of being on your skin. If it was filled, you would polish just like you would anything else. And it just takes some mild soap and water and a really soft toothbrush. And you can just kind of do it when you're in the shower with yourself.
And so I can bet you that some of those people that are using the lower quality metals, is it a possibility that those might turn green versus yours are better quality so they won't turn green?
Correct. So anything that's plated, like if it's a brass that's plated, a plated jewelry, it's definitely going to eventually turn and turn.
Gotcha.
Your stainless won't, where we talked about the stainless steel, it's not necessarily going to turn. Now, depending on how it's plated, it could if it's a gold color, because stainless, is naturally a silver. But yes, it's just going to kind of depend. I use gold filled, which is not plated. So it's a jeweler's metal on the inside, but it's surrounded by a thick coating of 14 karat gold. So, it would take years and years for anything to happen to it if it was going to. And I can do solid gold. I just do it on request.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well, I love that you took, a circumstance that you and your family went through in your life and just turned it into something beautiful whenever you were making memories. And I just love whenever that happens, that's a beautiful thing. So thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Well, I am excited now to learn a little bit more about Christella. So Jenny, why don't we jump into that real quick?
All right. Well, Miss Christella, you have so many things going on and you're helping in so many areas. Why don't you tell us how you got started and what it is, all that you're doing?
Yes. Well, if I might say, I was thinking the exact same thing as Brittany. I'm like, Natalie, you need to say, don't get a tattoo, get a bracelet.
Yes. That's a great idea.
Simple. Because if someone's not ready for a tattoo like me, I'm like, no, that's okay. Do something memorable and make those memories and make them special. But, or not time for, don't want to get a tattoo, get a bracelet. I don't know, something.
Yeah. You'll regret the bracelet 10 years down the road, but you're going to regret that tattoo most likely.
But also, Natalie and all of you women, it makes me so happy. It makes my heart happy. It brings me so much joy to see that you've found your place on this planet and you've found something that you love and that you love doing. And because life is this crazy long journey, none of us can, plan it that far in advance. But it makes me so happy to see people that have, on the big, huge planet that we live on, we each are like a little tiny speck. And, but it makes me happy to see that you have found your calling or your life journey or your mission and something that brings you joy. And also if you can serve the community and make others' lives a little bit better in the process, I think that is a win-win. So I'm very proud of you. Thank you for being brave and bold. And
yes, I love it.
Good luck with everything. Okay, yes. So I don't actually love talking about myself. I prefer to talk about other people and help them and lift them up. It's actually my life mission is to bring people together and lift them up. So that is what I'm better at. I'm not so good at helping myself. That's something that I'm trying to learn in life. But yeah, so at the start of the pandemic, and thank you again for having me. And Jenny, I love you. And I love all of you girls. Hopefully we'll get to hang out together in person. And so I am not one to sit on my butt, my couch and complain. I just have always wanted to be a force for good on planet Earth and be part of the solution and find solutions. So at the start of the pandemic, when all of us were, sitting on our couches, and I'm sure along with everyone else, I was wondering, what do I do? How do I help? If we go back in time, I know that time has passed, but those emotions that we're all feeling, the challenges that we were facing, our medical community and first responders were on the front line of that. So they were going into work feeling unsafe, not knowing what is happening. They were putting their lives and that of their families by going into work. It was a very challenging time, right? It's not that long ago, so we can all recall that. And so I first wanted to be able to get our healthcare workers the PPE that I thought they needed to feel safe going into work. But that was impossible to do because there was large governments and corporations and wealthy people fighting over the PPE. It was almost like a black market. It was crazy.
Wow.
All the auctions, all this stuff. It was like, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so I started to notice that there was a lot of local businesses and mom and pops also struggling and worried that they were going to have to shut their doors. So I quickly started to think, okay, well, let me put 2 and 2 together. Let me maybe help our small local businesses as much as I can. And then in turn, help our medical community and first responders that were fighting on the front line of this invisible war or battle that none of us even knew what it was exactly. So with the help of so many, and this, like, I could have never, ever in a million years done this by myself, but with, businesses and individuals and restaurants and companies and everyone that pitched in to help during those times, we've helped with Support Our Scrubs to deliver over 100,000 meals and care baskets and coffees and cupcakes and thank you cards, like handwritten, to hospitals across the Metroplex. So it's been a labor of love. It's been so much work. I'm not going to lie. When we do things, when, we know when we put our heart and our mind and our passion into whatever we do, it takes a lot out of you. But in turn, like, I've grown as a human. I've learned what I'm capable of, and I'm still learning that every day. I've done things I never thought I would do. I never honestly thought that I would start a nonprofit. It was not part of my life journey or on my list of to-do list. But I wanted to help. So I have learned, I have grown as a person. I have met some of the most incredible people and continue to do that every single day. So the challenges that we're facing right now, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with, is kind of the and I'm just going to be, clear and honest about it, is the mental health challenges that our society is facing. Mm-hmm. All of us have suffered or struggled, or some have lost family. And it is something that I think that it's a healthier way to deal with it is if we're okay to talk about it and just be open and honest and vulnerable sometimes. But I have served with a lot of organizations and a lot of nonprofits. I have served with numerous veteran nonprofits and organizations. So I'm very familiar with what, the trauma and the PTSD looks like. And sadly, a lot of the similarities I've seen with the headaches, the nightmares, the panic attacks, these things, in the veteran community, I'm now seeing similarities in the medical community, just because they went through such high levels of stress and pain and loss, and seeing other people in pain, like, it starts to take a bit of a toll on you. Like, humans, we're resilient. We have capacity for greatness. We have capacity for that, fight or flight mode, and to deal with challenges for a decent amount of time. But none of us have that capacity to do it for an unlimited amount of time. Right. And a lot of those serving on the front lines, that is what they did for us. Day after day, they just, sucked it up, buttercup, and they just went back to work. And they, so now I want them to know that they're not alone. I don't want to get emotional, sorry, but I see it daily.
Yeah. And that's beautiful that you took the initiative to go out there and support these people on the front lines. So they needed it so much. And so to see you come together and bring a team together to support those people that need you in that time is beautiful. So you have every right to get emotional, because that is an emotional experience and something that you have obviously experienced multiple times, because now you're continuing to do it with not only the frontline workers, but the veterans as well. So we appreciate you so much for that. We're going to take just a really quick break right now. And when we get back, we will ask you some questions and dig just a little bit deeper.
The Community Difference is a new series of shows powered by the Difference Radio live stream and podcast network. This series of shows was designed to highlight the unsung heroes that call our towns and communities home. And we wanted to create a platform that brings awareness to and reminds folks of the goodness that lives within so many of us. By working with the local community leaders, business owners, first responders, veterans, schools, and citizens, we want to unite with a clear and selfless purpose. The Community Difference seeks to spotlight the people, events, and activities that are producing positive outcomes, inspirational stories, and incredible experiences. In a world that is consumed with negative press, media manipulation, and propaganda, The Difference, along with many others who believe and support The Difference, understands there is no better way to make the difference than to highlight the unsung heroes that call our towns and communities home. We are currently searching for local communities to be the focus of our shows, but before we can launch a show in your community, we need your help. We need you along with local business leaders, chambers of commerces, major nonprofits, online community group leaders, networking groups, etc. to join us in making the difference in helping your community be seen, be heard, and be remembered. So, if you would like to know how you, your business, school, social media community, church, or your favorite nonprofit organization can be a part of this unique and powerful program, reach out to us today and introduce yourself and let us know how you would like to contribute and bring awareness to the amazing people, places, and events that are making the difference in the community you love. You can call us at 972-866-4596 or email us at info@thedifferenceradio.com.
And now, back to the show.
Thank you so much again to all of our sponsors. And let's just jump right back into that. Jenny, you want to take it away with some questions for Christella?
Yeah, Christella, I just love you so much. Your heart, your passion. I mean, all that you're doing to just serve and provide. When I think about all of these things, it's like we also, I feel, when we go through these challenging situations, and as Brittany kind of mentioned, like, it is our responsibility to share those stories because we are not alone. We are not the only one that's dealing with that situation or problem that may have happened, especially Natalie, sharing with the death of your husband, being able to talk openly about that helps heal so many people. And all of these challenges that come to us, like it comes to us for a reason. And it literally becomes like part of our path. It's not like a thing that happened. It is how it's supposed to happen. And if we don't talk about it and help share the word of how we survived and how we overcame, we're not helping other people. So I love what you're doing. And I'm curious, how can we help you to spread more awareness of what you're doing and how we can support you?
Yes, thank you for that, because I do need help. Like I said, there is no way under the sun that I can do this by myself. It is only through community and through all of us pitching in. So if anyone is interested in helping, like if you know someone that serves in a hospital locally, I do have pretty much points of contacts at almost every hospital in the Metroplex. So if you are a restaurant and would like to donate meals, I'm happy to help coordinate that. Part of my mission statement in Support Our Scrubs is to facilitate acts of kindness. So if I can be the middle person and help to make something kind happen, I'm all in. And, or if a group of women or anyone anywhere wants to pitch in and maybe assemble care baskets of, protein bars or snacks or chips or, just drinks, like these little things I cannot even tell you. So sometimes the little thank you notes I receive on our website and on social media, when people receive a meal or a little tiny snack, sometimes it's what they needed to just get through that day. Mm-hmm. We all know we have good days, we have bad days, and we all need each other. And sometimes it's the teeny tiny acts of kindness, a little pack of gummies, like who knows that can cheer someone up, make them smile and be like, you know what? Someone out there was thinking of me. And it's so healthy. It's good for us to do something kind and take a little bit of time out of our day, out of our life, and, do something with our kids, involve community, just teach others the value of giving back. And because it heals us and it helps heal our community. And so we're all still healing from this, right? Mm-hmm. So if anyone is interested, please, I do need help. Care baskets, meals, thank you cards, whatever you want to do, I will take all the help I can get. But I also, if possible, could really use your guys' help and maybe your audience's help. I also founded something called the Noble Award. So let me see if I can show you this. It's a little wonky. Geez, I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes. Okay, cool. So the Noble Award is a recognition program where anyone, anywhere who serves our community, be it healthcare workers, first responders, police, fire, servicemen and women, veterans, anyone that serves our country, I would love to be generous with the award. So you can hop on our website on supportourscrubs.org and nominate anyone, which I think the person doing the nominating is doing something kind. And I'm always going to encourage that. So it only takes a few minutes. We need the name and number and address, and hopefully maybe a picture so we can share kindness and awareness and recognize them online as well. And then then we will then serve, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in glass because I didn't want it to break. I wanted to do like a glass one, but I'm like still on the fence how I get this done. So I could use a little bit of help for sure in spreading awareness about it. And then also I'm kind of looking for a sponsor or someone that might want to help me to recognize others. So I don't have everything completely figured out, but someone to help me make the plaques and help me ship them. I could definitely use help with that, because I think it's just a kind way that we can be gentle and help each other to heal and recognize people. Like I said, I would love to be generous with the award and give it to as many people as we possibly can. So
awesome. I think that's beautiful. And I think that really goes along with building a strong team, right? And the topic for the month, building a strong team and fostering a positive workplace culture. Well, your team is really the community, right? You need help from everyone in the community, because this is not a one-person job. This is not a two-person job or a 10-person job.
It's too much.
Yes. The entire community, we need the community's help to get that done. And so you utilize that in order to help people. And so that goes right along with how do you help create that culture? And I think that you kind of explained it just a little bit, but how do you go about getting other people to help see your vision for this?
Well, I've learned the importance of telling our story. We all kind of learned this, right? So me being honest with my life, being vulnerable. I'm actually, girls, I'm a very private person in general. Like I said, I don't love to talk about myself. It's uncomfortable for me, but because for the good of others, I have learned I'm willing to make a fool of myself. I'm willing to put myself out there. I'm willing to tell my story, because this is how I can help other people. As uncomfortable as it makes me, if I can do something good with my life, with my time, with my voice, who am I to not do the right thing, right? We only get one tiny short life. I do not take that life for granted. And I try to live each and every day with courage and with strength and with grace and with grit and resilience, and do my very best, because tomorrow is not promised for any of us. So just in case I'm gone tomorrow, I want to live a long, happy, healthy life, be here a long time for my kids and everyone. But just in case I'm gone, I want to have done everything possible with my day and live my life to the max. So something that was a little bit embarrassing, and I'll tell you girls, with our Alan, we have the Dallas Sidekicks, which is our indoor soccer team. And I'd love to invite you guys all to games. So we have an indoor soccer team called the Dallas Sidekicks, and we have the Allen Americans, which is our hockey team. And so, would love to have you girls out for games sometimes. But I was recently recognized, and this is kind of embarrassing, but I'm not sure if you can see it.
Kick-ass human. I love that.
So they have this program where they recognize, and I was nominated as the kick-ass human of the game, and I have pins, so I would love to get some to you girls.
That is so cool.
We're all kick-ass humans.
Yes.
But I'm just giving an example, because as almost humbling as and embarrassing it was for me to be on a golf cart taken around the stadium and my voice said in the mics. I was also thinking at the same time, you know what, even if I make a fool of myself for the sake of the community and to spread awareness and spread kindness, I will do that. I am willing to do that. I have, built the courage and the resilience and just trying to be brave every single day. And, and I appreciate all of you. I'm just grateful for all of it, because I'm not in this alone. And I feel like it's because of the community. And hearing your stories makes me strong, knowing that I'm not the only person on this planet trying to do something kind. We're all doing our small part. So all of us together make our community what it is. So I'm not alone in this. And I'm so grateful for each of you.
I love that. And with Master Networks, we do try to do something for the community every quarter. And so I think maybe, Brittany, we can keep in mind that maybe one quarter we can reach out to Christella and possibly do some type of volunteer event to help you and make that connection and help you out how we can in the community.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, like some hands to help deliver these baskets. And right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I have put so many miles on my car. It's not even funny.
I can imagine.
Yes. It's worth it.
It is. It is. I think it's always important. We're talking about, just realizing you're not the only one out there either going through something hard or trying to do something good. And I think it goes both ways. I think that if we don't talk about things, they become taboo, and they're not, right? So you don't talk about money, it's taboo to talk about it. We find ourselves in a sticky situation, right? You don't talk about domestic violence, then like I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I've been vulnerable enough to be vocal to where I just said, if I can help one person realize that it's not going to stop, and if they can walk away from that before something detrimental happens, then I'm okay putting my story out there, right? If we don't talk about anything, whatever it is, but that also goes on the flip side. I think, people have different opinions. Do you share doing good, and do you put it on social media, or do you not? I'm the believer, and everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not here to judge any opinions, but I'm the believer that you can look at that either way. I choose to look at it half glass full, to where if I'm a part of something and it gets put on social media, I know when I see somebody else doing good, it inspires me to go do good. Even 100%. If it's that day, opening the door for somebody, paying for someone's coffee, like you never know what they're going through. And even just that compliment, hey, I love your glasses, or hey, that blouse looks great on you. I'll be on TikTok, and those funny videos, I don't know if you guys ever watch them, or reels on Instagram, but it's, a guy or a girl, they'll stop and they'll say something to somebody. And at first the person's like, wait, what? And then they're like, this gentleman, he pulled up to these two men and he was like, hey, you guys. And the two guys kind of looked at him like, what is this guy about to say? And the guy in the car was like, can you save some women for the rest of us? Like giving him a compliment. So nice. And then those two guys that received that compliment were just like, oh man, thank you. And you could just see like it lit up their day. So even just doing compliments. So someone could view that as, you should do good and keep it under wraps. I kind of think that's, how do you view it though? Because I view it as glass full. And if I can put it out there and be a part of it, maybe that will inspire somebody else,
Absolutely.
Because it's all about paying it forward. If you do something nice for someone and, it's, oh, how much do I owe you? No, just pay it forward. Go do something nice for someone else. If we did more of that in this world, I think that would help mental health right there, So it's going to take all of us to do that. And I think that needs to be a conversation of topic. Like, I think we need to talk about stuff like that. Yeah. Because I'll tell you, before I got out of teaching, I didn't volunteer that much. I didn't even, I'll be honest, I didn't even cross my mind to think about it, things like that. And now that's one of my favorite parts about my new chapter in my life, is that I get to do more, whether it's partnering up with nonprofits, with businesses, partnering up with people I've met to go do things. I know Angela Tucker, who's a local realtor. She loves nonprofits. She's huge into giving back. So some people might just be like where I was in my chapter 3 years ago, and maybe just don't even realize, or it doesn't cross their mind. Doesn't mean they're bad people. But I think that's also our job, to educate that these options are out there. Here's how you can help. So,
yeah, absolutely. Because I was the same way, right? When I went into full-time entrepreneurship, I didn't realize the importance of community involvement. And not even just community involvement, just meeting other people in the community, and Master Networks, one, has taught me tremendously how important it is, but just being able now to have that extra time, and I say extra, we have to still find that time, right? But have that time where we can actually help out in the community. And I have the same vision that you do, Brittany. People may not know that you can help out with, some people may not have the money to donate. So, they can help out with their time, and they may not understand how much it's needed and how much that really helps out in the community. And so you're absolutely right. That's so important. And I'm blessed to be able to be around people like you that genuinely share that love for the community. And so, Christella, everything you're doing, we appreciate you. And thank you so much for stepping in and playing that part.
Thank you, girls. I appreciate it so much. I do work with a lot of nonprofits, probably at least 15 or 20 right now that I'm involved in. So I have my own nonprofit, but we all need help. And like I said, it's not about me. Honestly, it's not about me. This is about like finding solutions and bringing people together and being like, hey, I know so-and-so, and they can help you with this. And they have socks over there and they have blankets over there, so that we can all share the love. But on my Facebook page, I do try to list like a lot of the nonprofits I'm involved in, or that I want to highlight, or if people need resources. Like Brittany, I work with a few nonprofits that, we work with everything from homelessness, and then sex trafficking and human trafficking, all these things. So sharing knowledge and awareness for people that need it, and also for people that want to help in some way, putting those two together is something beautiful. The only problem is that Facebook only allows me to put 50 links, and I work with so many more. I'm like, 50's not enough. I need you to allow me.
You have to do Linktree.
I was going to say, I have an idea. If you can create a free link tree, you can, I want to say it's an unlimited amount, or it's a very, very big amount. And then you can just put that one link, and then you can always add different links to your link tree, and you could do a separate link for all of the nonprofits and all of the events going on. So a lot of influencers.
This is why I need you. I need you in my life.
Yes, Linktree is a lifesaver. Well, we're going to take one quick break real quick, our last break before we go into the end of the show, which is rapid fire. And Brittany is going to ask a couple fun questions, and then you just answer the first thing that comes to mind. So let's hit that break real quick, and we'll have some fun when we get back.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Jenny Connolley with TC Roofing, Restoration and Solar. Trust TC to keep you leak-free. Jessica Cooper with Diesel Signs and Displays, the power of advertising. Juan Payon with JP Direct Health. Affordable health insurance solutions. As proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Marissa Page with Page Restoration. When the worst happens, let our family take care of yours. Allison Wilson with Community Wealth Advisors, Life Well Planned. Lynn Heverly, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Apex. Trust, knowledge, hard work, results. Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital.
The North Texas Community Difference Wylie. Together, we can make the difference.
And now back to the show.
Are you ready?
Rapid fire.
All right. There we go.
That AI voice, though, that voiceover.
Yeah. I was like,
are you ready?
Wow, it's happening.
Okay, so
ready for rapid fire?
Are you ready? So we're going to go through, and I'm just going to ask each of you. I'm going to go in order. It's going to be Tara, Christella, Natalie, Jenny. I'm going to go that order, and I'm going to ask you different questions, all right? So this is it. Tara, ocean or mountains?
Ocean all
Beach
day.
or mountains? Okay. Christella, favorite place you've ever traveled?
Oh my goodness.
Whatever comes to mind.
I love Peru and Costa Rica.
Ooh, okay. Natalie, bucket place you want to travel?
Italy.
Yes. Okay. Jenny, classic movie you could watch 100 times over and over again and never get tired of it.
Dirty Dancing.
Yep.
Okay. Tara, what book are you reading right now?
I'm reading Traction again right now for the second time.
Love that. Christella, what is a podcast that you enjoy? Are you a podcast girl?
I do. And I love Roll Call. So that is highlighting veterans.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Natalie, you have teenagers. Okay. What is the question you get asked most in a week? One question.
Why? Let me answer for you. Why?
What's for dinner? What's for dinner? So why is it?
Jenny, favorite local restaurant?
Ooh, Napoli's.
Okay. Tara, dream car vehicle.
Oh my gosh, I'm so boring. I really want a Cadillac Escalade. That's my dream car. I love big cars, and I have a Yukon right now. So Cadillac Escalade.
Okay. Christella, road tripping. What's the first song you're putting on to jam to with the girls?
Oh my goodness, with girls just want to have fun.
Yes. I was thinking that one from White Chicks. Making my way downtown.
Right. Okay. Keep on going. Okay.
No, we're not doing karaoke today.
Natalie, what's your karaoke song?
Oh, I love the one from Grease everybody sings with Oh, come on. John Travolta and
Got thrills. They're
Summer Lovin'?
Yeah.
No, yes. Wait.
Jenny, are you a plain nail girl or are you like a funky nail like me kind of girl?
Plain nail girl, honey.
Amen.
I pick up nails and shingles when I walk properties. I'm no nail girl.
Okay. Tara, give us like a fear. Are you scared of snakes or something? Like what's like something you're scared of?
Definitely terrified of snakes, yes, but I am scared of bees. If I've never been stung by a bee, so if I see a bee, I just like jet. I'm like, it's worked for this long, for 35 years, so if I just keep jetting when I see them, I'm good.
Okay. Christella, what is your love language?
The little things. I don't know if that's a good answer.
I think it's gifts, acts of service,
words of
affirmation, physical touch, and quality time.
Yeah.
I guess
acts of service.
I guess acts of service. I'm gonna go with that one. Yes, just maybe.
Natalie, if you could have one superpower, what is it?
Invisible.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
I feel like you're talking to a mom here.
Right? Yeah. Jenny, we know you love Mexico, but give us one of your bucket list travel destinations besides Mexico.
Greece, baby.
Yes.
Greece.
Okay. Tara, any allergies? You allergic to anything? Any food?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, that's good. Same. Christella, do you remember your very first email? This is embarrassing. Do you remember your first email address?
I think it was, yes, I do. It was Catch Me Now. So I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, there's some good ones out there.
That's funny. Mine was crazy NG chick 06. For NG was for North.
Mine was embarrassing. It was sexy sweet pea 123. Like, Natalie, are you a reader, an audiobook, or a movie-er girl?
Movie.
Jenny,
All right,
what are you?
Two more questions.
Okay, Jenny, what are you reading right now?
I just started reading Tony Robbins' new book, The Holy Grail of Investing. And it's next.
Ooh.
It's really like it's very, very high.
Nice.
I'll have to add that to my list. I asked you, Tara. Christella, what are you reading or listening to right now?
I'm mostly listening to stuff online. I haven't had a lot of time to do books. I'm so sorry.
I'm an audiobook girl. I get it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely audibles.
Yeah, I'm currently listening. We're doing a professional book club I'm in, and I'm listening to Shoe Dog, and I'm obsessed with it. The book about Nike, so good. It's been on my list for a while.
Wow.
Natalie, are you reading anything right now?
I'm trying. I have a hard time keeping focus, but the Profit First book, I'm trying to finish it.
I've heard that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, guys. Thanks for playing rapid fire.
This has been so much fun. So what we're going to do now is just go around the screen and tell people how they can, what is the best way to get in touch with you. And I'm going to start with you, Brittany, because you're the first one I see. And so we'll go Brittany, Natalie, Christella, and Jenny.
Perfect. Well, Boards by B is on all social media. It's at Boards with an S, Boards by B DFW. And my website is boardsbyb.net. Would love to talk with anybody, how I can help give you back the gift of time.
All right, Natalie.
Yes, I'm on Facebook and Instagram. It's at mysimplychosen. I almost said .com. At mysimplychosen for Facebook and Instagram. I also do have a website that is mysimplychosen.com. So yes, feel free to reach out anyway. We can do a pop-up anywhere. We can customize something with a clasp and I can meet up or ship it to you. Or we can do a private party, which is always fun. So another day. So I've got all kinds of birthstones and I've got new charms coming in that say mama on them for connectors. And so it'd be a great gift idea.
Awesome. Christella?
So you can find me personally, find me on LinkedIn or on all social platforms, Christella McIver. And for the nonprofit, I'm also on every social platform. Supportourscrubs.org is our website, and happy to help and connect. You can pretty much find myself or my nonprofit anywhere.
Perfect. Jenny?
Same. I'm on all social platforms at Jenny Connolley, and you can find my business TC Roofing on Facebook and Instagram as well. And we also have a new feature on our website. So if you go to tcroofingexperts.com, we have a new quick quote where we can give you a quote on your roof within 60 seconds and give you 3 different pricing options. So you don't have to shop around and wonder what the price is. For full transparency, and we'll give you a quote right away. So hop onto our website.
Beautiful. I love it. And I'm Tara Padilla, and you can find me on all socials as well at Tara Padilla or at Texan Window Cleaning. And we have a free estimate as well. Check us out on TexanWindowCleaning.com or give us a call at 972-214-9904. Thank you, ladies, so much for your time today, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching today's show. If you like today's show, please share, like, and subscribe, and make sure to shop, buy, and hire in Wylie. Special thanks to all the guests, co-host, and sponsors of the North Texas Community Difference Wylie.
Thank you for tuning in and watching our show. If you would like to see our next show, or more shows like this one, just click the QR code and go to show schedules, or just follow and subscribe to our channels to get updates and notifications of this show, and many others like it.